Hello, I'm the Mad Prince, and I like to talk about stuff. So I was having a conversation the other day. I was talking about seeing a lot of soccer fields or soccer courts where I live. Now, I live in the hood. Niggas don't play soccer in the hood. Niggas play basketball. Now, I'm not saying hood to glorify a dangerous place. I mean like a low-income area where there's a lot of crime, a lot of wild shit going down, and irregular lifestyles. Talking about that. If you can't relate to that, you're talking to the wrong person. So, saying that to say this, when I was growing up in the hood, you didn't play soccer. We played basketball, football, baseball. We played tag. Soccer was not an option. Now, if you had those parents who put you into soccer, I guess. I'm not saying soccer's a bad thing. I'm just saying I wouldn't want my 8 to 9 year old son to start out playing soccer. I'm not saying this because I completely hate soccer. Did a video about that already. I'm saying this because if you want your child to play something, they aspire to be that something in the sport that they're playing. Like when you play basketball, you aspire to be in the NBA. You aspire to be Michael Jordan. When I was growing up, these kids will probably aspire to be Kobe or LeBron, you know what I'm saying, or Kevin Durant or Russell Westbrook or guys like that. Now, if you're playing soccer in America, who do you aspire to be as an American soccer player, especially if you're black? We don't know, because there isn't one. So I don't want my kid to be the experiment of, hey, he could try soccer. He might be the first black American soccer star. We're not taking that chance. He's gonna dribble his ball, he's gonna run his football, he's gonna swing his bat. That's what we're gonna do because we know those are the quickest tickets to get your way out of the hood or to a better opportunity. It's not so much trying to go to the NBA. Getting to college is way easier when you play basketball, football, baseball. I don't hear too many kids getting soccer scholarships and then doing stuff after that. You know what I mean? Like, to play any sport, and the dream of any sport is to play at the highest level of that sport, is it not? This individual's argument was, you need to broaden your horizons. You don't want your kid to be stuck in one thing that blacks are supposed to do. That could be a hobby. But if my child wants to be a professional at a sport, he's gonna play the American professional sports because those are the things that's gonna get him to college and get him to the highest paid professions in America. As an African-American male, I watch African-Americans build up money in a sport and build up contracts in a sport that is just like unprecedented. Some of the highest paid athletes in America are basketball players or football players. You know what I'm saying? Maybe like some of those guys are boxers also. It's only one boxer, Floyd Mayweather. So if we're gonna place our kid in a sport, it's gonna be football, baseball, or basketball. I'm not being a American ignorant male. I'm like thinking, okay, if my kid wants to do something, he's gonna do it to the fullest extent of him doing it, and if he wants to do that, that's most likely going to equate to being a professional. And the 3 professions I just named is like, hey, let's do that, not soccer. We built up the platform for the NBA to make all of this money for the players. Those were African American males. Very few white players got paid those top dollars. Now, when you go to the suburbs around, mostly white suburbs around white kids, most white kids are playing basketball, football, baseball, and not playing soccer. I don't see it, or they're playing soccer as like an extracurricular sport or just something to add on just to stay in shape for the other season they're playing, but they're most likely thinking professionally football, baseball, basketball. Most of them are playing basketball. I watch Ball is Life. I've noticed that the white athlete is not catching up, but it's just as explosive as we are. You know why? Because they're shoving our kids to sports like soccer and field hockey while their kids are playing the sport and trying to get those contracts that LeBron James and Kobe Bryant and Michael Jordan and all the rest of those guys who are getting highly paid are trying to get those contracts. I see the bait and switch and I don't like it. So saying that to say this, don't fall for the bullshit. Black people, your son live in the hood, stick him in some basketball, some football, some baseball if he's an athlete. If he's not an athlete, let him be an artist. Certain people have both. I was an athlete who was also an artist. I could do both, but I ain't have the attention span for all of that. To further my point, I'm gonna show you the highest grossing athletes from 2019. I'm gonna try to like put something like right here, but I might have to use the whole screen, so excuse me if my face leaves the screen abruptly. I know you probably won't mind that. As you can see, the top grossing athletes are European soccer players. European soccer players. Another dude that boxes, Canelo Alvarez, and a tennis player, Roger Federer. I know these people because I like sports and I watch sports. But all of these guys are non-American born. Now, when we flip to the other side of the coin, you look at the bottom half of that list, mostly American sports. Russell Wilson, Kevin Durant, LeBron James, Steph Curry, Aaron Rodgers. Those are American athletes playing American sports. Why would you want your son as an American to play a European sport that he's probably not going to succeed in anyway? Not saying on the lower levels. I'm saying succeed in the professional levels or get to a professional level. His idea is to play soccer and then do what after college? To go over my point once more, I'm speaking about African American males who live in the hood. I'm not excluding females because females play sports also. So saying that to say this, if Your son wants to be a boxer, would you let him? If your son wanted to be a football player, would you let him? No, you would think about those two things because you want to think about his health and his well-being and his future. Because both of those sports are high-impact sports where you're taking a lot of head hits and head trauma. Body trauma too. Also, basketball doesn't come easy. Like, either you got it or you don't. Nowadays, you can be taught it. Now, to run down a list of highest grossing American sports, the NFL, the MLB, the NBA, and the NHL. Those are the highest grossing American sports. Those are like all the American sports in America. I don't consider hockey American sports, like a Canadian sport. Canadians play it from Canada. Hockey. It's lit. I like hockey, but it's mostly white guy sports. So I'm a little racist. You can't, ain't no brothers. And if they are brothers, they're from Europe, so it's different. I don't know how that works. Anyway, I'm gonna break it down like, I'm gonna do the Prince's math with an F. On this channel, we don't do math with a TH. We do math with an F. Get your shit together. You gotta know how it works. Since we're gonna talk about the highest grossing American sports, the MLB, the NBA, and the MLB have the most African American people in them. In my opinion, I didn't do the math on this. When you think about it, I'm from New York City. The conversation I had took place in New York City. We're talking about New York City. African American males in New York City. So that X is hockey out. There that go. Baseball, probably like 20%. Football, 70%. But basketball, 90%. This is the Prince's math. This is not official math. Don't hold me to this. This is my opinion. You want to argue with me, drop a comment in the comment section. 90% of NBA players are African American. 85 between 80, 90%. I don't know. I don't know how that works now. You know, it's a lot of European players trying to get the white guys in there. Your son would have a better chance of making it to the NBA playing basketball from a youth age in New York City than he would playing soccer. Your son would have a better chance making it to the NFL playing football in New York City than playing soccer. Even making it to the MLB, playing baseball in New York City, your son has a better chance of making it to that professional sport than soccer. I don't see it. The argument about soccer is like null and void to me. It's stop putting up soccer courts in my damn neighborhood. Nobody want to play soccer, white people. Stop trying to trick us to get us to play another sport you know we're not going to succeed in, so your little white kids can go to the NBA and try to get all them contracts we made big that you had nothing to do with. Because they was paying y'all niggas peanuts when the NBA was all white. If you think I'm being racist, go fuck yourself. I'm not going to keep beating the dead horse. I think soccer sucks. Every other sport is lit besides soccer. It's not the reason I'm saying I've said what I've said. The reason I've said what I said because I did the mathematics on what would my son be more likely to succeed in a professional sport as an African American male born in a low income area. I know I said a lot of words in between that point and the first one, but bear with me because I'm just starting at this and I'll get better, I promise, YouTube. To wrap it up, I'm not being racist, America. I'm just telling the truth and telling you how I see it. If you disagree with me, drop a comment in the comment section. I have more videos, so hit the bell icon thing. That I just know how to do that shit. So hit that one time and my face should be popping up somewhere around here. So click my face if you want more of my videos and more of my debatable opinions on sports and any other thing that is life or stuff. I'm the Mad Prince. Be classy, Brownsville.